We have been following our group here with Mayor Todd Gloria as well as Councilmember Stephen Whitburn. Now, when we're talking about North Park, this is District 3. That is his district. That's why I want to bring him in. So we're going to actually bring him into this picture, talk to him live. Thank you so much, Councilmember, for being here. You know, I was just telling our audience here that this is your district. When we're talking about the point-in-time count, this is incredibly important for some of the programs and services that we need to have in this area. So talk to me about some of the issues that you've encountered about your district.
Well, we've been talking to some of the individuals out here. I had conversations with Alex and Lacey and Luke, all three of them living out here on the streets. They're in their 30s, and each one has a slightly different story. Alex has been out here for 5 years. He wants to get into a shelter. In fact, his eyes teared up when we told him that we might be able to get him connected to a shelter. Lacey doesn't want to go into a shelter, but she would go into a safe sleeping site, but she doesn't know where it is. She's here in North Park. She doesn't know how to get downtown, so we're going to help her find that location. And then Luke, he's a veteran. He's been out here on the streets, and we talked about some of the veteran services that are available for him, and he's interested in taking advantage of those. All three people say they are interested in help, in services, in housing, so that's a good sign.
But it seems like many of them just don't know where to go. They're kind of confused whether there's even a shelter open, if there's space open, and if there is, many of them, tell us it takes them forever to actually get into one, or there's just so much issues for them that they just would rather sleep on the streets, camp out, which is not a good living situation for any human being, if you agree with me.
I agree with that. It's not safe, it's not healthy for people to be out here. Sometimes for these folks, the resources that are available to them are hard to understand, so that's one of the benefits of this point-in-time count, of the outreach that we're doing, because we can spend the time with folks, explain the resources, the shelter, the housing that is available to them, and really begin some case management and help them get connected. So I think the three people that we've talked to and interviewed so far today are interested, are folks that we can get off the street, are folks we can get into a safer, healthier place.
Councilmember Whitburn, a couple last questions here. We are in North Park. There's lots of businesses. As much as you would, want to get everyone off the streets, businesses want that as well. They obviously complain that it's affecting their business. The homeless situation is affecting their business. What are you looking for in terms of services, programs to really mitigate some of the issues caused by our homelessness crisis?
The unsafe, unhealthy conditions that we see with people living on the sidewalks, living in the parks, living in the canyons, living in the riverbed is something that impacts all of us. It's bad for the folks who are living out here. It's bad for the businesses. It's bad for our neighborhoods. What we are finding is that many people are willing to take advantage of the services and shelter and safe sleeping sites that we have, but a lot of them are at capacity. So this goes to show that we need to find more resources to invest in shelter, in safe sleeping sites, in housing. The good news is that we have 1,000 additional units of shelter that will be coming online by the end of the year. We're working to add more shelter. We've got thousands of units of income-restricted affordable housing in the development pipeline. So there's a lot going on. I think we're moving in the right direction. We're going to get more of these folks off the street. We've seen a big decrease in the number of homeless individuals downtown, but we got to keep moving in the right direction, keep making progress, and keep providing resources that will help these folks out.
All right, thank you so much. Councilmember Whitburn, just for being out here, as you guys just heard, trying to get more efforts to get people off of the street, to give you a little bit of some perspective, right? Last year's count, they did notice a 14% increase compared to the previous year. So we're talking over 10,000 people who they counted who were experiencing homelessness, and we are trying to get the most recent number this time around. So we'll try to bring you the latest, but right now we're with our group. We're following Mayor Todd Gloria as well as Councilmember Stephen Whitburn as far as the point-in-time count goes. That's latest here in North Park. I'll send things back to you guys.